It's the NFL on EA Sports. And this one features Hunter Henry. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Lions and the Raiders on Monday night.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller. They'll stop it. Oh, right away, he lost the football.
But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. Right back to him on first down. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. The Raiders entering play looking for win number 4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And it's going to be another first down as they get him to the ground line 16. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Raiders! Mecole Hardman from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him. Side. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crazy. Made the ride, and they hold him to just a yard.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up with a 3rd and 9 situation. The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders, have intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Jacobs going to try the middle, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll set up a throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings. Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's not cool about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quick.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns.
The kick is good.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 3. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Here's a 2nd and 7. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be out of bounds. So this will go to the line. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw again. And right side, Henry's got it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. This is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Lions have recovered. And they had just picked it off to get the football. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw now on first down. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 11. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now under. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at there just to make sure.
After review of the play,
challenge is successful.
The
Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be caught by Tony. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jordan. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 45 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hoover. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now. He'll look to throw.
Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Up the middle they go.
Whitfield taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 18-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker.
Let's go now.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. He'll drop to throw.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 43-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. Back to throw here. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Mark.
20. is. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
2nd and 6. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. Touchdown, Raiders. Kadarius Toney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So out now come the Lions. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Ready?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
False start. Offense.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go this time, let's go. So let's go.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for Las Vegas, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.
It's Madden NFL.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 87 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top-5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably in the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet. But we are at 500, and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And it's a fumble. And the Raiders have recovered.
You remember in
preseason, we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills and, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. He's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Raiders looking for a 5th win of the season in this one. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Touchdown. Miko Hardman from a yard out. And the Raiders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Benito. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and 1, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pack the football.
And now here come the Raiders.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Touchdown Raiders! Glennon Jordan from 6 yards away. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Going right back to Fant. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Back to throw again. Looking deep downfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now back to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop the score.
Dobbins once more.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Miami set to take over. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Second and 11.
Now this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. They'll set up a throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
He's got his man. That's Hardman.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Locates Hardman for another catch. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 30 yards.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards.
Here's A.J. Cole now
as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
That's caught over the middle by Fant. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
These defenses have become so, and now, as with every potential
play is under review.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll find Parker again, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll set up to throw.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Just get rid of it.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Right back to him on 1st down.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Final minute now in the 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and 9 now. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now
as he's on to punt for Las Vegas.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And tough to win games if you go field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Second and 15.
Throwing the out route, he's got Parker.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Back to throw again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Darnell Mooney, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is the tight end fan. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 11. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. He'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 18.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. They also got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's at the 50. 30, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
They'll go again with Dobbins, but that won't help at all as he's down at the 4-yard line.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get with just under 90 seconds remaining.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. But no help there as they'll get to him at the 5.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Being chased out left.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play, they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you state
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Cardinals.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Chargers at 3-4 on the year coming into play. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out.
Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Evan McPherson for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first and 10, it's Hall. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back to throw here. Caught on the slant. That'll bring out second and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll look to run with Hall. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. Ball again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And
they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball was thrown. We had an expression when I played. It's called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can. And it doesn't matter whether there's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
31-yard line. 7 Pioneers, 7 Pioneers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Mustang 19. 19 right.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Cruz. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Buffalo 18. Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall.
And he'll be out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
70 Ranger.
Back to throw again. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, They want to keep going, but what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 11 more on that one and another first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Let's go now.
On second down, they'll run it here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go. Set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, I know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going?
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bonito. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Down.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That it? And he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. This is caught. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they're going to make sure they get it. So they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fielded at the 43. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
22 yards. First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down to Robert Hall. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
It's 3rd and 1.
79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. John Smith, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes
Nigga, stop doing the same plays.
to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
18 rather.
Now back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6.
And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll set up a throw.
That's complete to Dobbs. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw here. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal of 31 yards now.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 24.
So given 3 on that drive, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's got some space here.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Raiders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Chargers 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Let's go now.
Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 and 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Back to throw.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
You got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson.
This to perhaps salt this one away.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock. And let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. The chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all.